Hey y'all, good Sunday afternoon. It's time for me to get with it. Look, the kids and I got out this afternoon after church and got carried away, so I'm still trying to cook Sunday dinner. So I got to get it going on. It's 2:30, but I'm gonna have it ready by 4 o'clock. Okay, what we got going on here today? I had to stop people. I decided to spur of the moment. I wanted some rutabagas, so we're gonna do some nice rutabagas here today. I've got some. Get back up, get over here. Tell you, this is what I love about leftovers. I got 2 bags of frozen lima beans, y'all. So we're gonna do some lima beans here today with that, with those rutabagas. So that's gonna be the veggies for the day, and I'm going to do a beautiful pork roast. So hold on just a minute. Let me get it out of the fridge. I've already got it all seasoned. I'm serious, y'all. I got out with those kids and we went to Slim's Club to grab a slice of pizza. Because see, the beautiful thing about my church is that we get out of church by 11:15, so we can go do some things after church. You know, we don't stay in there all day long. It don't take all day long for God to get His word across to you, if you know what I'm saying. So before I left this morning, we left around 10ish. Look at that beautiful roast. This is a pork roast, and this is called a top round cut pork roast, and this is what I'm gonna be preparing for dinner today. Can you see it? Let me get it on the light real good for you. There it goes. This is about 4 pounds of roast, and what I've done, I've seasoned it up already, so it's been marinating in those wonderful juices. Whew, that fragrance just hit me. Okay, I mixed it. This is what my little bowl of mixture looks like. I poured most of it over there, and I scored my meat some so that those juices can soak into it. So by now, it's well soaked in. I had a eighth of a cup of my Gold Mountain seasoning in there, a tablespoon of my adobo seasoning, a teaspoon of garlic salt, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and this is some of my old mixture here. Some I mixed up, but you know me, I throw everything in the cabinet in there. And I put about a tablespoon of minced garlic and some of that juice over in there. And what I did also, I use rice vinegar, and you can buy any brand that you like. This is rice vinegar. So I put the rice vinegar in there and I mixed it all up together, about a fourth of a cup of rice vinegar. And then I put a fourth of a cup of water in there. And not a lot of water because I want all those seasons to be real full-bodied and rich. And that's what I've got over this roast, and I'm letting it soak. I flipped it. I'm going to flip it one more time and flip it back. And I'm going to pour some of that juice over it, and I'm going to run it into the oven for about a good hour and a half. And we're going to have some nice sliced pork with that nice vinegary. And because this vinegar almost has a little bit of a sweet taste to it. Oh, and I tell you what, you know I'm going to do a twist every time. So I went into the fridge and I thought, no, what can I do to twist this this pork? What I did to Trish, I'm going to say it right in a minute, y'all. Slow it down, Peggy. Okay, the twist to the pork today, as far as the seasoning is concerned, I went into my fridge. I thought, what can I go in this fridge and find? And guess what I found? Because I always keep some on tap, nice ice and cold. That's some of my homemade blueberry wine. So how about that? So I poured about a fourth of a cup of that nice wine into that mixture. So people, we got us a nice flavor. So if you want to throw some wine into yours, whatever you got in your fridge will do. But now to get the flavor pretty much like you want it, you need kind of a sweet wine. You know, I drink sweet wine whenever I drink wine. And I make sweet wine. Look at that over there brewing. Okay. All right. So back to this nice sirloin cut pork roast. It's boneless. I'm going to run it through the oven, and we're going to take it out, and we're going to drizzle it real good with that with the marinade, and it's going to be wonderful along with those rutabagas and lima beans. Okay, so now I'm going to get going. I'll be back shortly. By the way, when you put that roast into the oven, make sure you have that foil on it. I mean, just as snug and tight as you can get it. Ideally, if you had one of those, you know, the plastic cooking bags, now those would really do it. I just didn't have a cooking bag, but I wrapped it. I've got one of my foil pans, and I have wrapped it as tight as I can wrap it, and I'm gonna run it through the oven for, like I said, about an hour and a half. And I don't know if I said it, but on 350 on convection oven. So here it goes. So I'm roasting it on the convection cycle for hour and a half at 350. It's still heating up, y'all. I mean, I just got home, y'all. The flavor train, I can feel it. The vibration from the train coming down the track. Because y'all know what? I'm a little bit late. It's 2:17 or better. So anywho, I'm going to get back to it, y'all. Be right back. Hey, y'all. I'm back over here. And I think we've done these rutabagas before on video. If not, we're going to do them again. I am so grateful and thankful to my local Piggly Wiggly store. And I'm sure many of you may have this already in your lives. But this is just the second time I've done this, where I went to the store and they had the rutabagas already cut up. So, you know, rutabagas are hard to cut, and my hands some days don't do that well because I do have arthritis, or it has me, I don't have it. So they're already cut. So all I got to do is just go in here and peel them. Peel the backs off of them and cut them into smaller chunks. Wash them off, and I'm getting ready to cook them. They're going to have to cook 45 minutes to an hour, I think is what I have to cook these. But these are rutabagas, and you'll see what they look like. And man, oh man, if you know anything about rutabagas, you know they are just wonderful, just absolutely wonderful. They are very, very healthy food, and as I, you know, from the name rutabaga, it's a root plant, very healthy, a lot of vitamins and nutrients in them, and I love cooking them, and my family loves eating them, but I don't do them that often because they are very tough and hard to cut. But already cut up like this makes them easier, and they're like $1.09 a pound. So this is about almost 4 pounds right here. So what I'm gonna be doing right here is just cutting these up, rinsing them off. I'm gonna put them in some water and boil them, and then when I take them out, I'll show you how we get them all seasoned up, because they have a flavor of their own. If you've ever eaten turnip roots, they have that kind of flavor, radish kind of flavor to it. But I put a little brown sugar in them, and I'm gonna put, of course, some smoked neck bones. Yeah, I gotta cook my neck bones over here, so that's the other thing I'm gonna be doing. So let me go ahead and just go off camera. I'm not gonna stand here and cut every one of these. This will take 10 to 12 minutes for me to get these all cut up and peeled and ready for the pan. So I didn't have a chance to even go change clothes, but anyway, I don't care about trying to change before I cook, because I can cook in my Sunday clothes. It doesn't matter. I know how to keep them, because I know I don't want grease all over them. So I learned how to, when you come in a hurry, just go and get to it. Okay. So anyway, you cut these up in whatever size chunks you want to cut them up into. And as you can see, this is gonna, it looks like maybe not a whole lot, because I almost bought 2 packs, and I thought, no, that would have been almost 10 pounds. I don't need 10 pounds, even though they freeze real well now. So if you cook these or get carried away and go and get 10 pounds and cook them, rutabagas freeze really well. And I'm going to tell you the other thing too about rutabagas. Whether you freeze them or leave them over in the fridge as leftovers, honey, the next day they're better than they were the day that you cooked them, because of that seasoning that goes through them, or the natural flavor that goes through them is what I'm trying to get at. By that second day, they're better. You know, some foods are just better left over. Okay, so now I'm going to finish those, but I'm just going to show you this. Also, while I was at Piggly Wiggly, I bought me a package of smoked pork neck bones. So what I'm going to do with these is go ahead and start cooking these up. This is what I'm seasoning these, what I'm going to season these rutabagas with. So you don't need a lot, just enough to get that flavor going in there. About that much. And then, you know, you use this meat to season anything with. Okay? So that's about all I'm going to need for the rutabagas. And then, of course, we put butter in them to further season them. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting up my rutabagas. I'm going to boil my, see, I've got these in there boiling. Got my pot on over here, boil that water. And by the time I get through peeling, that water will be rolling, boiling. I'm going to boil them for about 45 minutes to an hour. Mash them up, season them, and then put them back into the this water right here. Or some people do it like with bacon. You fry bacon up, throw them back in some bacon grease. However you want to do it. But in my case, I'm going to do these smoked neck bones because I like that flavor. So hold on just a minute, and I'll be back. But I need to get through peeling these rutabagas and get them washed and put into that boiling water. Oh, just one little thing. See, that's why I like to go to, and I go in there too much, I know. Go ahead, tell me. Food Lion. I don't know why, I didn't even ask. I don't know, look a gift horse in the mouth. But they had these little packs of guacamole, it's Concord Foods guacamole mix and Concord Foods carrot glaze, because I eat both of these things. So just to try them out, see what they were like. They were giving them away. They said free. Take as many as you like. So I got 2 of each. So Food Line, thank you. That's just one of those little nice little gifts they pass on to the customers. So hold on just a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, this is the rest of dinner. We co-filming. I'm co-filming with her. Okay. So here's the junk count. We got our junk on.
This is what I got a taste for today.
This is while I'm late cooking, so they're gonna eat black bean dip, bananas, pecan
What are they gonna do
roll.
with bananas?
I don't know. Jalapeno peppers, cod chips, hint of lime, tortilla chips, and south of the border. And believe you me, my crew will eat every bit of this stuff. It don't make no difference. It's a whole lot. Y'all probably thinking all that junk food. Yeah, we love it. Okay, I'm tuning out. I got to finish cooking Sunday dinner. The flavor train's here, and I'm still cooking. Hey y'all, I'm back. I have drained my rutabagas, and I got them in some butter, and they're in just sort of simmering in some butter. I'm going to be pouring that smoked neck bone water, some of that back in there. They got to finish cooking for about another 25 minutes so they can completely get softened. And I'm of course got to add some brown sugar and some black pepper and maybe a pinch of salt. So hold on just a second. So I got those neck bones, and I also kept some of the water out of the rutabagas to mix in there, so we'll have that flavor working all the way through there. So we're doing this thing. It's just about, oh, I only got 19 more minutes before I can check my roast, y'all. Hold on. Okay, those rutabagas are rolling. So I got, I'm going to start out with 1/4 of a cup of sugar, and this is about 3.5 pounds of rutabagas. Remember, in the beginning I had to peel them. I bought the ones that are already cut. Peel them, wash them, boil them for about 45 minutes so they got to the point where they are now. And I'm going to cook them the rest of the way. Okay. About another 30 minutes just like this. I'm going to put some more of the water from the go ahead and put in the neck bones. About 1/2 cup of water. So the neck bones are in there, the seasoning. Or like I say, you could fry bacon and put in there. Just make sure, I'm just going to keep some of that water just in case I need it. You just can't beat a good old pot of rutabagas. Can't beat it. So I'm going to let these cook for about 20 minutes and then I'm going to check them. I think that 1/4 of a cup of sugar is just about going to do it. I may have to put a little bit more, just depends. Got them on high. I'm going to turn that heat down right now. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Good teaspoon of black pepper in there. I put about a teaspoon of salt in the water as I'm cooking. I don't like a lot. You don't have to do a lot of salt in here. And then your neck bones have some salt in them. So I'm gonna just let these go ahead and cook. See what that pot looks like over in there. Some people put them in grease, like I said, and fry them. However you want to do it. Depends on the cook. I call this one of those cook's choice type of situation. I've been eating rutabagas and cooking rutabagas since I was 10, probably, or 8. So I'm just going to chunk them. Got my spatula here, and this is sort of just chopping them some people cut them up in little dice pieces. Some people take a fork and just mash them, and they like chunky mashed potatoes. There's all kinds of ways you cook rutabagas as far as texture. But it's the cooking process, one and the same. You gotta still cook 1 hour. You gotta still put the same basic seasoning in them. And if you don't want to put any meat in it. Okay, y'all. That roast is cooked. It's out of the oven. I'm gonna brown it up some, but ooh, it smells good. I gotta cut the netting off of it.
Man, because I can't get super fly.
Okay, I'm setting up now to cut the netting
But it
off.
really is good.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Honey, he's all about that thing.
So, it's been in there for an hour and a half. Cut that netting off.
Family time, Tony. Family time. What we eat, talk about.
What were y'all watching today?
I know that's on lights. Give me two.
Okay.
And then I'm hurt.
What's wrong? What's wrong with you? Oh yeah, you said top.
Oh, I thought you just did that last week. That was Lauren. I know Lauren did it. Okay. See what that tastes like.
I ain't even studying.
Y'all,
Is that the
it tastes so good. I want to cry. Y'all be talking. I don't care about y'all talking. Just don't say nothing crazy.
No,
Look, I hate to brag on myself, but that roast is good. Let's get this all off. I was gonna do like pulled pork, but we're gonna slice this. This is gonna be so wonderful. That comes off, okay? Y'all don't do like me. Get you a little plate and do pork. So now, this is some good broth coming off of this, honey. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with that broth. But the pork is done. I'm pouring all that broth off of there. Okay. All the broth is off. You know that little weird looking thing that's in there. Just take it out. We're not going to pretend like we do nothing in particular. Okay, so I'm going to put it on a flat surface so I can go ahead and slice it up real good. And we will be right back. Okay, y'all, dinner is done. My leftover limas and those savory rutabagas with those smoked pork neck bones. And this is my sliced pork that I used the gravy from the juice rather from the meat. Just put some flour in it, thickened it, and sliced some onions. So I got a pork gravy over some of the pork, and I decided I wanted sort of a little sweet, tangy taste. So I went ahead and made put some grape jelly in some of that broth and a teaspoon of flour, and just made a sort of a little sweet, tangy sauce to go over that part of the beef that I separated. So, and we're going to serve this up on some buns. This is going to be a real casual, kind of unusual Sunday dinner today. We've been eating a lot of dip and stuff, so here we go, y'all. Once again, this is Sunday dinner. We're ready to sit down, relax, and enjoy some in a little while. So, Lord knows that I enjoy doing what I do in this kitchen. Almost didn't cook today, but I thought, why not? So here we go, y'all. Like I said, we got some leftovers, some fresh cooked, and some different. And the twist on the meat today here was, like I told you in the beginning, I put a little bit of wine in that broth that I poured over to marinate that meat. So anywho, y'all, I'm getting ready to cut out. My work is done here. So until I cook again, go ahead and do something good for yourself. Cook you up some good food. Cook somebody else some good food. Do something. Kick your feet up. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your day. And remember, keep those prayers going up so that those blessings will continue to come down upon us. Until I cook again, I'm going to say toodaloo. Love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. That's my crowd back there in the back. Who knows what they're doing. Anyway, love you guys. Toodaloo.
That was so fun. That was good to me. I was like, oh, you kidding me? Yeah, they wouldn't look for that.